How you doing, mates? I hope you're doing super fine. I'm Mexican Tony, and today I want to talk to you about a serious topic. Okay, a very serious topic, and that's something that I've had in my mind for quite a while now. Actually, a few months maybe. You know, I'm actually a pretty big Rick and Morty fan. Actually, you know, I've been watching Rick and Morty from almost 3 seasons, even though the third one now is not actually has not actually been released officially. You know, it's always on YouTube illegally, kind of. I'm not admitting to committing any crime, but I'm just saying that I really like Rick and Morty. Okay. The thing is that what I want to talk to you about, it's a concept that is being brought to us by Rick and Morty, and you know, that's actually like for the big masses. Like, this is something that we've always been considering, but we kind of tend not to go to that route, you know, because we like to see ourselves like we are actually important and we are actually big in the universe, and what we do is actually of some importance. You know, we really want to leave a legacy. Actually, you know, it's something that we are very concerned as human beings. You know, however, there's also like this big image, you know, which we do need to consider sometimes, because we fall into the trap of considering our lives extremely big and extremely huge, and you know, and extremely important, and we tend to find ourselves being overwhelmed by everything that we want to accomplish and everything we need to do, and every single small thing that happens to us, we tend to fall into the trap of thinking it's a huge deal, and we feel extremely overwhelmed by those things that happen to us. However, there's also one concept that that I found in Rick and Morty that I want to share with you. And you know, at first it's kind of depressing. Actually, we need to consider it's extremely depressing. So if you are someone who considers if you are someone who considers yourself like small-minded, you know, that you can't really take any big concepts, you may find this quite overwhelming, you know, as well. You know, you can find it extremely depressing, to be honest. However, just bear with me, okay? If you continue watching this video from here, then I want to think that you have your mind really open for any concept that I'm about to share with you. And yeah, you saw in the title, you know, it's kind of clickbaity, but I don't care, because that's kind of the thing that I want to share with you in a way, you know. And I needed you to click on this video so that you can also have it, you know, that you can also think with this mindset, actually. And it's a really useful mindset. Well, at least it is to me. And I'm not saying that I have like big knowledge, or I mean, I'm just a regular guy. I have no expertise on this, you know. It's just my opinion, my really humble opinion. However, I do want to share with you, just to kind of jog your mind, and also like as a practice for you to expand your mind. And if you agree with me, then that's extremely cool. And if you also disagree with me, then that's actually really cool. You know, I want you to disagree with me. Actually, I want you to really put your mind into gears. You know, I really want to make you think outside of the box, and I really want to. I want to really get you thinking in other ways, you know, in different ways. So try to think with me. Yeah, try to think like me for just for this video. And if you agree with me, cool. And if you don't agree with me, please also share with you. Share with me all your thoughts, and because I also want to think in different ways, you know, not only on this one, but well, anyway. To the point, without further ado, actually. The thing is that, you know, Rick and Morty, they present us a big variety of multiverses and different galaxies, and they present us the universe as this immense, really huge thing, you know. And actually that's why I kind of chose the background and also the sunset, because besides being a really beautiful view is also it also gets you thinking. You know, it also gets you thinking of how big actually the world is. I don't know if it happens to you as well when you are looking at the sunset at the sky, how it looks so big, you know, and that kind of makes you feel small, and that's what I'm trying to get to, you know. Yeah, so getting back to the Rick and Morty point, they present us like these big universes, well, yeah, galaxies, and multiverses, and all this kind of things. Yeah, and the things that it makes you, it really makes you think. You know, like how big am I actually for the universe? Or more like how small am I actually for the universe? So yeah, so if you can just think with me, okay, for 1 second, just like in my mindset. Yeah, so think about like the universe as this immense thing, you know, like it's extremely big actually. Like I can't even comprehend how big it is. And yeah, from my understanding, it's actually expanding every second. You know, it just like grows and grows and grows and grows. You know, so if this is true, I'm not saying it is, because I am nobody to tell you that this is true. You know, I'm no Neil deGrasse Tyson, but if this is true, then you need to consider how we are even less than a grain of sand for the universe, you know. So if you imagine like the universe as this beach, say Miami or Cancun in Mexico or wherever, just picture this beach, like this immense beach, okay? Beach. Just think about it, like it's extremely big. And now just think about like just one grain of sand, you know. Yeah, just a really, really tiny grain of sand. Okay, that's kind of the planet. That's not even us. That's like the planet for the universe, you know. So just like now, imagine how big we are for the universe. If this grain of sand, yeah, in terms of like the beach being the universe, and like that small, really teeny tiny grain of sand is our planet, you know. How big are we actually, you know? So when I first started to have like this mindset, I noticed it was kind of depressing actually, you know, like shit. So basically, if I accomplish like this huge thing, you know, if I become like a second, yeah, I don't know, yeah, like a second Steve Jobs, or maybe like a second, you know, even a second Jesus, okay? Even if I accomplish that immense task, that's actually not going to affect the universe, you know. So yeah, that really got me thinking, you know, because I used to think of like what I want to do in my life as like this big thing, you know. I really want to accomplish things, I think as anyone wants to, right? So once I really thought about like how small I am actually, you know, it's kind of depressing in the sense that yeah, maybe even if I accomplish like this immense thing for my planet, it's not really going to affect the universe, you know. Like the universe doesn't give a shit about what we accomplish, you know, in a way, you know, because it's so big that it doesn't even tickle the universe. So as I said, at first it was really depressing. However, it was also really liberating, you know. That really took a weight out of my shoulders, to be honest, you know, because that also got me thinking. Okay, so maybe even if I accomplish like this immense thing, it won't make anything to the universe. But also, if I fail, if I don't accomplish anything, it also won't really matter, you know. So that was actually really liberating as well, you know. So yeah, like as I said, that took a weight out of my shoulders, you know. So that's what I want to share with you. Okay, so first of all, if we go into the macro terms, to the macro size of the universe, then whatever we do won't do shit to the universe. Okay, so it doesn't matter how great or how awful you are, that's not going to affect the universe. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of depressing in a way, as I said. Yeah. So, however, bear with me, okay? because now I'm going into the positive thing, because I usually have like a positive side of things, a positive way of thinking, as well as my depressing one. You know, I always tend to be really grounded. You know, I have both of them because I want to be really grounded in everything that in every kind of theory or every kind of mindset that I have. So the positive thing is also, you know, like the macro term of the universe is immense. Okay, you can't even comprehend how big it is. But if you also look at the how is it, like micro? Yeah, micro. The micro universe. You know, like the micro size of the universe. Okay, so that's your own life. Okay, for me it's my life, obviously. For you it's your life. Okay, so you're the one who's watching this video, maybe in the toilet, maybe, maybe in I don't know, like maybe you're actually getting ready for work, or I don't know, maybe you have like spare time at university, or I don't know, at school, whatever. Okay, so you watching this video also have like this micro universe, which is the universe that is important to you. Okay, so it's you, your family, your friends. You know, your life, your university, your work, etc., etc. Okay, so you have like this micro universe, which actually matters. You know, it does to you. Maybe it doesn't to me. Okay, because I don't know yet. And anything you do, chances are it won't affect me. You know, it may. Like if you are Donald Trump and you decide to actually start a nuclear war, then it may affect me. Okay, but if you are not Donald Trump and you're not going to destroy Mexico, then it's not going to affect me. Okay. However, anything that you do will affect you. Okay, and also like yeah, anything that happens in your life will affect you, and that's your micro universe. That's also another important mindset. You know, because you need to have both in order to grow as a person. You know, because if you only have the macro size of the universe, like the big one, then chances are you are going to grow depressed. You know, yeah, maybe you will start to think like your life don't matter, or doesn't matter. Sorry. Maybe you'll start to think that your life doesn't matter, and you will start to think like anything you do, like it won't be of any relevance, and yeah, so you don't want to think like that. Okay. However, you also don't want to think in the terms of you know, like of only micro universe. Okay, so I kind of define them as I've said before, but I just want to leave that really clear. I tend to think about them like in the macro universe and macro and micro. Okay, so universe. Okay, does that make sense? Because in English they really sound very similar. Okay, so macro universe, and I will try to make a special emphasis on the macro universe. Okay, and also the micro universe. Okay, so again, if you only think in micro universe, then any little thing that happens to you will be huge, you know, and you will so imagine. Okay, so you trip and fall, you know, in front of your own class, in front of your class. Okay, you're at school and then you fall in front of the whole class. Okay. If you only focus on the macro universe, then that's gonna be extremely awkward and extremely painful to you. Not only in the sense of physical pain, but in the sense of also of emotional pain. You know, because it will affect you in ways that maybe they will leave you really scarred. You know. So again, that's why you don't want to think in micro universe terms only. Okay. You know, you have to switch between them depending on the occasion. So again, going back to the example of you falling in front of your whole class, then you don't have to look at it in the micro universe sense, but you can look at it in the macro universe sense. You know, are you following me? I hope you are, because this is kind of complex to me as well. You know, so I'm really trying to deliver it in a easy to understand kind of terms and vocabulary, because I mean, not even I finish to understand this whole micro universe, etc. But the thing is, okay, so you fall in front of your whole class, and then you can look at it in the macro universe term, and then you will end up laughing about it, because it doesn't matter to the universe, okay? So that's what I want you to think about, that's like the mindset that I want you to think in. So the macro and micro universe, depending on what happens to you, how you actually think, okay? So again, for example, say you have like a really important task, okay? It's extremely important. If you deliver it, you will have your dream job. If you don't, then you will end up living in the streets. I know that's a really extreme example, but okay, but it will help with my analogy. So if you think that if you have like this extremely important task, okay, and then you think in micro universe, and then you actually deliver it, because in your micro universe it matters a lot, it matters the world to you, okay? If you think in your micro universe mindset. However, if you in that moment think in your macro universe, like in the big universe term, mindset, sorry, then you will think it doesn't matter, it's not important, okay, and you won't deliver it, and then you will end up living in the streets, okay. So that's why you don't want to think in only one of them, okay. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not really sure. I hope it is. Otherwise, it's been like 20 minutes, and I really hope that I finished with my with my little rant here. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I want you to think. Okay, so in macro and micro universe, so just balance them out. Okay. Really try to do it. I mean, I know it's not easy, and I know it's not something that you can from day to night. Sorry, from night to day. Sorry, that you can actually like switch your mindset. I know it takes a while. You have to train yourself to think in these mindsets that will help you. Because any kind of mindset will help you to a purpose. So the one that I'm trying to give you right now, it's only going to help you in the purpose of not taking things too seriously, or start taking things seriously, so that you can actually do what you want to do, So that's my only purpose right now. Okay. So how can I train myself, Tony? You may be asking, and how you can do it. Okay, so maybe I will do another video with how to train yourself to think in different mindsets or into discipline, or I don't know. I mean, I'm doing it myself, because obviously I'm not perfect, and I'm always trying to improve myself. I'm always trying to look for new challenges and for new mindsets and for new ideas, to have in my mind. So okay, how can you train yourself? Okay, I will give you the easy solution. Just do it repetitively. Do it every single time that you feel overwhelmed by something. Okay, if you feel overwhelmed by a grade that you got in school, I'm using school terms because that's something that usually really overwhelms us. Once we grow up, we usually tend to become a bit more cynical. But okay, the thing is that. Yeah, so if you have a grade and say an F, okay, and you failed, you failed a subject, okay, so and you really put all your effort in doing it, in not failing, in passing. Sorry, if you really put all your effort in it and you still fail, you don't want to be overwhelmed by it. You want to look at it in the macro universe way. But also afterwards, once you have come to terms with how your results were, then you want to think in your micro universe mindset. Once again, to focus and to also to hustle really hard and to accomplish your your studies, doing your homework, so maybe even talking to the teacher in case you can actually talk to your teacher and get a better grade, okay? So that's what I want you to think about, you know, just macro and micro universe. And I know I've been repeating it a lot, but it's I want to really hammer it in you, you know. Okay, so now my little rant is over, and also the day, because actually, as you can see, it's getting dark already, and this is. I mean, this is a good area, but it's also a bit dodgy sometimes, so I want to leave now. Anyway, so thank you for watching this video, and okay, so if you liked it, you know, I give it a thumbs up and subscribe and all those kind of things that YouTubers usually say. So thank you again for watching, and see you in the next time, mates.